Hello, people. Today we are at the wash. I know I look like a kind of a madman right now with my hair, but it's all fine. And also today it's Memorial Day. And speaking of Memorial Day, I have a story to tell you. And it is about the time when I was in elementary school, and we had a huge. It was in Jacksonville, Florida. We had a huge presentation that was about Veterans Day, and they would go over each and every student and ask them, "What does Veterans Day mean to you?" And I said to my, and then eventually, after everyone gave them their answer, I wasn't paying too much attention. And when they finally got to me, the teacher looked at me, and I was like, "Okay, Constantine or Mr. Ionescu, what is your idea?" I'm like, "It's a day that veterinarians are appreciated. They take care of all of our dogs." And the teacher looked at me, her eyes became all wide-eyed, what is he saying? And I just kept on rambling on about how veterinarians are important. And the truth is, I never really understood what Veterans Day meant until that day. And the students were laughing at me. The teacher thought that I was being disrespectful, but I was completely serious. I literally thought that it was about veterinarians and how we should appreciate the veterinarians who take care of all our animals and make us happy. So that's my kind of short Veteran Day story. But now that I'm older, and I remember hanging around in Florida and seeing all the parades and all the tanks and floats and the veterans who would hang out in the corner that were 90 or 100 plus years old, waving hello, da, 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 and those horns, and there'd always be the different step teams from every school. And I remember I used to be in the sideline and look and we would cheer oh, which one's has better on beat and flow. And it was pretty cool. And I remember heading off away from one of the presentations, the parades, and I walked over to the convention center, and there was literally a full jet fighter over there, just sitting there. I think it was the first time I was up and close to a jet fighter, so that was a pretty cool experience. So that's my Veterans Day ramble. Yeah. Another thing that comes to mind was oh yeah, yesterday I worked out. I did cardio. I'm strictly doing cardio to burn fat, and I was holding on to the standing bike, which you pedal and you give it electricity, and you're staring right at it. So I see the heart monitor, the calories burned, and I put the settings all the way up to 20, which is almost as high as you can put it, because I want to burn as much calories as much as possible. And it said 700 calories in 1 hour, and I went at it for 20 something minutes, and it's pretty cool. I learned something. Before, I wanted thinking about, I should get a gym membership, blah blah blah. But it's interesting when you're around equipment and you actually have your own small speaker to play music. It creates that same effect you're in a gym, and you don't even have to leave your premises. I just discovered something, but I don't think I ever needed a gym in the first place. I guess probably for inspiration, but I'm at the point which I'm my body, I have to push it to lose the extra. It's not about aesthetics with me, it's about health as of now. And aesthetics, it's going to become important later on. But so besides the point, I was looking at this monitor that every step I took, I was getting more and more tired, and blasting it was a 13 song playlist. And I was looking into the thing, and I realized, holy snap, all that effort I put in, it was only 200 calories. That's one donut. And you know how they have this saying that when you smoke a cigarette, you lose a minute or 5 minutes off your life. It's every time you eat a donut or you eat a cookie or you eat a set of cookies that are 300 to 500 calories, all this hard effort I put on for for like 25 minutes at like almost maximum setting. I lost about 250 calories. So every time you eat a donut, you're actually losing 17 minutes of your own efforts of your life. So anytime you eat something, just think about that. Like as you would think bad as a cigarette, the effects that it has on you, like just like smoking them, like you are taking your own effort away from you, your 15 minutes of effort or 30 minutes of hard effort just to snack on one little thing that's minuscule, but it's like a short pleasure. So I like looked at that and I was like, oh, that's gross. Oh, and now I think this is a part I should bring an update about the birds. So now that I'm finished with that little ramble about like weight and the birds, they're pretty cool. I like them. I used to like grab them, hold them into my hand, and like I took some nice pictures for the gram, you know. But what happens is that the area that I have is pretty spacious and has a lot of high up areas. So they'll go sit around, just like relieve themselves in places which I didn't appreciate. So after 4 days, I gave them back to its previous owner. It was a babysitting deal, but the good thing about it is that when I was holding these like little birds, doves, and just being like, oh, they're so cute, blah blah blah, I would like look into their eyes and I'll see how they'll like, kind of peck my arm. He's like, like don't hold me, and then if you're like to let them go, they'll go and just hang up on your fingertip for like 30-40 seconds, like stare at you, then fly away. And it kind of made me think about like, oh, I have a bunch of dead birds in my refrigerator that are chicken, you know, and I was like, oh, probably I shouldn't be eating that extra stuff. So kind of like having them around, they taught me a lesson. I got to appreciate like the lives of like things, of animals, and especially like these little mini dinosaurs. So I think that even though I didn't have them for too long, they taught me a lesson that will be more benefit to me. Oh, also my beard is growing out in the weirdest of ways. Like, look at that. It's like, why is this happening? Oh god. Just look at that. And my hair is pretty, it compacts. This is how long it actually is. Sorry to take it out. Yeah, so we have this. So that's pretty cool. Today's a pretty important day as well. It's the washroom day. And I think like this is my first time using the washroom for this facility. It just got to the point which I just had to wash my clothes. It's becoming too much. And just the feeling having clean clothes and going out in public is just boosts your confidence, you know? I shouldn't be a hermit so much. But being a hermit is also good because it helps you learn about yourself. Like putting yourself out in the world it's fine. It teaches you how to like mingle with people, but you're not going to spend a lot of time with the people you decide to. You're going to spend most of the time with yourself. So if you can be by yourself and not be bored and like either entertain yourself or study or learn something, it cultivates you. And you never feel like you've lost any time, but also you haven't took any risks. So there's a benefit and a downside to the whole program. But I'm pretty happy for everything right now. Yeah. Hopefully the sound of these machines don't overcumber the sound of the voice. And sound of my voice. Yeah. And it's nice to see the city light up again. More people. I see these little tags that are around, like, and they say like filming here at XYZ, especially at the buildings. So they like more people, so you go out and you always like see things happening. But I'm trying to go out less and less, which I haven't been going out pretty much at all, and I'm just going to point B to point B, point A to point B, only the places which I like truly, I'm cultivating something or making something, which is pretty exciting. And I feel like I'm getting the program a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay, I'm out. Take care. Jeez. Damn, I look musty. Musty, but fine. Okay.